Dear viewer, what do you think is the life expectancy of the world population today? Is it 50 years? Maybe it's 60 years? Or maybe even 70 years? Stick around to find out. My name is Tim, I'm .Connector 17 and sharing with you 7 of the best ideas from the book Factfulness by Rosling. Today's video kicks off a series of 7, each of them presenting one idea from the book. And during this series you will learn how wrong most people's worldview actually is, and maybe even your own one, why chimpanzees beat or are smarter than well-educated human beings, and what the world actually looks like today. You will learn about a few examples of what has been improving over the years, and will gain a brief insight into medical ethics as well. I promise that at the end of the series you will see the world in a more positive light. Rosling was a Swedish professor for global health who became famous at the end of his career thanks to his brilliant TED Talks, which were seen by millions of people throughout the world. Now, talking to audiences all across the world, Hans found out that almost nobody knows the most basic global facts. And this is already the first study from the book. Hans, together with his son and his daughter-in-law, put together a test with 12 questions about the world, and they gave it to their audiences. Now you already know one question, here's another one. And again, what do you think? How many people in the world have some access to electricity? 20%, or 50%, or 80%? The answer is about to follow in just a minute. So rather worryingly, even well-educated audiences such as Swedish students or Norwegian teachers, just to take 2 examples, had less than 3 out of the 12 questions correct. That's worse than doing the test blind luck without even reading the questions. And here the chimpanzees come into play. So if you give a chimpanzee a banana marked A or B or C, they will come up with the correct banana in 4 out of 12 cases. And that's better than any audience worldwide that Hans ever had. So Hans started to give people the information they needed in order to pass the test, just to find out that people still got the answers wrong. Gradually, he realized that the misconceptions behind are a bit like optical illusions, stronger than reality. So, let's find out how you did. Life expectancy of the world population. What was your answer? 50, 60, or 70 years? Actually, it is 70 years. And what did your answer about access to electricity in the world? Your options were 20%, 50%, or even 80%. Well, believe it or not, today more than 80% of the world population have access to electricity. So if you had both these questions wrong, relax. Don't worry, because all that happened is that you now have an idea of how true Hans' statement really is. So if you agree that the world is somewhat in a bad shape and it feels like things are getting worse, I mean, there is war, there's violence, there are natural disasters, there is racism, corruption, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, and we will soon run out of resources until something drastic is done. This worldview is what most people in Western cultures have because they see it in the media and they carry it around in their heads. However, this picture is, well, it's stressful and it's also misleading. Hans therefore calls it the overdramatic worldview. In fact, the world has improved. During the past 200 years, life expectancy, for example, more than doubled. Yes, it's true, the world faces massive challenges today, but we've also made tremendous progress. So, there you have it. Almost nobody knows the most basic global facts, and most people's worldview is somewhat overdramatic. That's about it. See you in the next video, where you will learn what the world actually looks like today. Thanks for watching and see you there. Bye bye.